What is a VPN? VPN is a virtual private network that gives its user online privacy and anonymity by creating a private network from a public internet connection. It hides your internet protocol address so your online activity can't be tracked. The VPN history begins in 1996 when a Microsoft employee, as most sources mention is a Gurdy Paul, started developing the point-to-point tunneling protocol. From the very beginning, when two computers needed to be connected securely, the direct cable was used for a dedicated connection. The cable had to be placed into difficult-to-reach places like underground, concrete or iron tunnels in order to prevent information to be encrypted. Sounds weird, but our ancestors thankfully left caves. In the 90s, the internet was booming. For the first time in history, your uncle from Medellin could send you an email to Los Angeles with a reliable and fast connection. However, the information traveling through the internet could be easily encrypted. By this reason, there was an idea to create a virtual link through the physical network that would be protected from interference with cryptography. Such approach would be much cheaper than creating a dedicated physical link. No more secret tunnels under your house. Many IT companies developed solutions of VPN not just in software but also in a hardware level. Cisco, Intel, Microsoft, Checkpoint Software Technologies and others. Why do people use VPN services? A VPN software tool can hide lots of information that can put your privacy at risk or give you access to restricted materials. The first one is the browsing history. It's not a secret, your web browser can track everything you do on the internet. The websites you visit can also keep a history including such analytic information as a country, device you used, interface language, etc. While web browsers track your search activity and tie up that information to your IP address. For example, you are in search for a cheap flight tickets. After you click on the first link, the system determines information about you and, according to the scale, proposing you prices respectively. That is not the cheapest available. The second is unblock websites or content. In some countries, you may face restrictions on using social media or particular websites and their content. VPN services help you to avoid it. For instance, when you are planning to visit Russia, you wouldn't be able to access Facebook, Twitter and Instagram there without a VPN soft. The third is a public Wi-Fi. People use public Wi-Fi all the time, at a coffee shop, in a hotel lobby or while waiting at the airport. However, there are many security dangers that lurk on the public Wi-Fi networks. Data sent through the public Wi-Fi networks can easily be encrypted by cyber criminals. If you use public Wi-Fi, your personal data could be at risk. A common danger is a fake public Wi-Fi networks. These have a similar sounding names to legitimate public Wi-Fi networks and are meant to trick and confuse you. Once you connect to this fake Wi-Fi network, everything you do online is monitored by cyber criminals who scan your activity for banking and social login information. Public Wi-Fi connections can also be used to distribute malware. Cyber criminals can easily plant viruses and other malicious software onto your computer via an unsecured Wi-Fi connection, causing a serious damage to your computer and jeopardizing your personal information. Luckily, there are ways to stay safe on public Wi-Fi. One of them is the use of VPN. If you need to check sensitive data like your banking account while on public Wi-Fi, use a virtual private network or a VPN. Even if the cyber criminal positions himself in the middle of your connection, your data will be strongly encrypted. And last but not the least is restricted data and offers. This aspect is more related to shopping. Take for example a video game digital distribution service like Steam. Special offers and discounts for European users on Lunar New Year could be totally different by the region and time, which would not be displayed for US users on that particular period. But the VPN changes the game rules. Things better to know when using VPN. Good VPN services cost money. It's illegal to use a VPN in some countries. A VPN will not make you completely anonymous. Using a VPN slows down your internet connection speed. Most free VPN apps are dangerous to use, as they gather data from you to sell on for profit. So, Michael, do I need a VPN? In short, a VPN is less necessary at home than in public. Consider installing a VPN service when you use public Wi-Fi a lot. Thanks, Michael.